95.3 FM, Orí Òkè Téńté la wà.
Welcome to the heartbeat of the city. Hear the rhythm of the streets. Vicinity FM 95.3. News from around the world. Vicinity FM 95.3.
This is Vicinity 95.3 FM, Keji Lake Ijesha. I am Oluwafunke Israel with Global News. First, headlines. Minister of Foreign Affairs calls for urgent reforms amidst rising global instability. Tanzanian authorities block its citizens from accessing social media platform X. An Israeli embassy in U.S. condemns killings of its workers. Now the news in full. Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Tugar has called for urgent reforms in global multilateral institutions in response to rising global instability. Speaking at the European Union, African Union Ministerial Follow-up Committee and the third EU-AU Ministerial meeting in Brussels, Tugar urged world leaders to move beyond surface-level conversations and commit to bold structural changes that address the root causes of insecurity and underdevelopment. The minister highlighted critical global challenges: the proliferation of small arms, climate change, extremism, irregular migration, and fragile democratic institutions. He warned that repeating the same discussions without concrete action has contributed to the worsening situation. The minister, however, reaffirmed Nigeria's belief in multilateralism and its commitment to global partnership. In the meantime, the federal government is making plans to release intervention funds to support its struggling foreign missions in a bid to cushion the effect of months-long financial strain and avert further deterioration in Nigeria's diplomatic presence abroad in 109 diplomatic missions. This comes after reports revealed that over 450 foreign service officers have not been paid for 6 months, forcing many into financial hardship and operational paralysis. To cushion the effect of the limitations, the funds are intended to provide temporary relief for missions unable to pay staff salaries, cover rent, settle debts with service providers, and deliver essential consular services to Nigerians abroad. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, Adewale Adebayo, has declared he will not step down for former President Atiku Abubakar in the forthcoming 2027 general elections. Adebayo made this known in a media chat while reacting to growing speculations about a possible opposition coalition ahead of the polls, amid claims the SDP has been chosen as the preferred platform for the Grand Coalition into a broader alliance to challenge President Bola Tinubu. Adebayo maintained the former Vice President Atiku has no power to use the party, neither has he reached out regarding coalition talks. Away from Nigeria, Tanzanians have been blocked from accessing social media platform after a police account was hacked and used to falsely announce the president's death. This occurred amid the disappearance of activist Boniface Wange of Kenya and Agatha Atari of Uganda following their arrest by Tanzanian police earlier this week. Tanzania Minister of Information, Communications and Technology, Jerry William Stiller, confirmed the act in Parliament, adding that the YouTube account of the country's tax authority was also infiltrated. According to the minister, the accounts were compromised due to insufficient security protocols. Police said they are hunting the criminals who spread false information and warned the public against sharing the false message. No fewer than hundreds of Burkina Faso citizens killed separately by both jihadist group and government forces, while images of Burkina Faso junta leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré were plastered over Russian state media, speaking about Pan-Africanism and liberating the minds of the continent. Traoré, who was in Moscow for the 80th anniversary of the defeat of Nazi Germany in World War II, made a strong appeal for the continent's young population, used to much older leaders, following an alleged coup attempt, and comments by General Michael Lange, the head of U.S. military in Africa, accusing the Burkina Faso leader of misusing the country's gold reserves. Since the 2022 coup that brought Traoré to power, he has promised to end the country's long deadly security crisis and leverage its rich mineral resources for the benefit of its 24 million citizens. South Africa President Cyril Ramaphosa said his visit to the White House was a great success, despite confrontation during the meeting with President Donald Trump over allegations of genocide against South Africa's white population. Trump, during the White House meeting, confronted Ramaphosa with claims of the killings of white farmers in South Africa, said people are fleeing the country for their own safety. Ramaphosa pushed back against Trump's accusation and downplayed his criticism, adding he believed there's doubt and disbelief in Trump's head about his genocide charge. Both countries, however, agreed to continue engaging to reset relations and to reposition their relations. This is Vicinity 95.3 FM. Kejile Ijesha. Global News will continue shortly. For staying tuned for these updates and live streaming, visit our website at vicinity953fm.com.ng. Send us an email to vicinitynewsroom@gmail.com or call 081-4365-8302 for breaking news. You can also follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Vicinity 95.3 FM. Now, the rest of the news. North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has condemned the accident during a launch of a new warship, calling it a criminal act that could not be tolerated. Parts of the 5,000-ton destroyer's bottom were crushed, tipping the vessel off balance. Kim, who was present at the launch, has ordered the ship be restored before a key party meeting in June, and for those involved in designing the ship to be held responsible for the incident, which is said severely damaged the dignity and pride of the nation. The report did not mention any casualty or injuries as a result of the incident. It is not clear what punishments they might face. With the authoritarian state woeful human rights record, citizens can be jailed for almost anything in North Korea. Israel's embassy in the United States disclosed the couple shot dead in Washington are its staff, Yaron and Sarah. According to Washington police, the couple shot while leaving an event at the Capital Jewish Museum Wednesday evening when a suspect approached a group of 4 people and opened fire. The suspected gunman, identified by police as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez, arrested, was heard saying, "Free Palestinians." Israel President Isaac Herzog condemned the killing and said it's a despicable act of prejudice. In response to the attack, President Donald Trump stated there is no place for hate in the U.S. Meanwhile, the Israeli embassy expressed full confidence that authorities would protect Israel's representatives in Jewish communities throughout the United States. A bit of sports. Tottenham defeated Manchester United 1-0 to win the Europa League final and lift their first European trophy after 4 decades. This is the first major title for Tottenham since it won the English League in 2008 and first European triumph since its second UEFA Cup victory. The title guarantees Tottenham spot in the next season Championships League and brings some much-needed relief for manager Anger after he struggled to keep his team on track all year. Global News, another recap of the main stories. Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Tugar has called for urgent reforms in global multilateral institutions in response to rising global instability. Tanzanians have been blocked from accessing social media platform after a police account was hacked and used to falsely announce the death of its president. And lastly, you heard Israel's embassy in the United States disclosed the couple shot dead in Washington are its staff, Yaron and Sarah. Israeli President Isaac Herzog condemned the killing and said it's a despicable act of prejudice. That was Global News for this afternoon. It was edited and packaged by Olwafun K. Israel. Thanks for listening. Please stay tuned for news nationwide at 6 o'clock. Good afternoon.